Hey guys, welcome to the channel. If you sometimes feel overwhelmed and demotivated when it comes to the things that are truly important to you because you've lost the overview and don't know where to start, keep watching. Los geht's. My name is Dustin. I'm an IT project manager, and on this channel we create content that helps us to be more productive, to learn new things, especially languages, and to live a happier and more fulfilling life. Today I will show you the principle of making it visible, to gain more clarity and focus, and to be able to achieve your goals and to become more productive. This video is part of a new series about the principles for language learning, life, and business. I will show you strategies from different domains that can be used universally to achieve a higher productivity and more focus. Those domains are, for example, project management, informatics, manufacturing, and many more. Okay, let's dive into today's topic. What do I mean by visible? Visibility means that you know what you're working on and why. But why is visibility so important? Because if you don't know what you're working on and why you should, you won't do it. You will be dabbling around and lose your motivation quickly. You have a lack of focus in life. All the good things take time, and to be successful over the long run, you need clarity. So, what type of things should we make visible? Let's have a look at a concrete example. Let's say we want to learn a new language. First, we would need to know where we are. What is our starting point? If it's a completely new language that we haven't studied yet, then it's easy. You start at zero. But if it's a language that you have already studied at school, for example, or that you have already learned for a while and then set aside and now you pick it up again, then it's different. So you could try to find out which level you have right now. So for example, like A1, A2, B1, B2 and so on. Or you could also have a look at your different competencies in reading, listening, speaking and writing to see where you are with that. With what you feel comfortable. Further, we could guess how many hours we have already invested and use that as a measure, or how many words we have learned. Now we have the basis to make a plan. We know the truth. Now that we know where we are, we need to know where we want to go. So we need to have a vision and a goal. I already did a video about that and will link it somewhere here. First, you need to know why you want to learn the language. You need to have a vision. So I, for example, want to learn Italian because we have friends who live in Italy and we visit them on a yearly basis at least. I want to be able to connect to the people living in Italy. That's my vision. And it is connected to emotions. So I have an emotional attachment. Then we want to set ourselves goals in order to be able to pursue them. So those need to be smart. I already did a video about that, so I will quickly blend in my goals for Italian, and as you can see, those are things like learning with Buzu to B2 level, learning a certain amount of words with Link, learning a certain amount of vocabulary with Drops, having a certain amount of sessions at italki, those kind of things. Those are clearly measurable, but will lead me towards my vision. Then we also want to make work visible. So things that are outside of our regular routine and are not recurring. You can easily track them in a Kanban board. This way you get clutter out of your head and see what's going on. And this is actually where I have it from. So make work visible is a technique or a principle of DevOps. I think visibility in general is an important topic, which we should tackle at a broader scheme. So to make work visible is not only important in teams, but also when you work alone. To unmask the overload, make the work visible. For example, I have some language related things in my Kanban board, like to write an answer journally or to find new resources for Link and such. Those are one-time efforts mostly. There are few exceptions, but in general, if I have stuff that's routine work that I do on a daily basis over and over again, then I want to make sure that I don't put them there, because otherwise it would be micromanagement overload. Next step is make progress visible. So not just set yourselves goals, but also follow up on them. This way it's more motivating for you, because you can look on your goals and see the progress you have made. Remember, we want to be in this for the long game. If you notice that your progress is stagnating, revise your routines. So don't work on too many goals at the same time. you should stop starting and start finishing. We need some consistency, and it feels great to get things done. Next step, the habits and routines. Find out which you already have and which you want to establish. Like for example, when you're sitting on the toilet or when you're waiting in the line, the habit of scrolling through Instagram at your smartphone. So you could replace that by learning with a language learning app. So that time would be more productive. So walk in your mind through a regular day and find out which habits and routines are already in place. Then reflect on them and write them down. Are they useful for you, or do you want to change stuff? It all starts with making them visible, with becoming aware of them. And all that can also be applied to any other area of life, to any other topic you want to tackle, like for example fitness. So if we want to get fit and lose some weight that we gained during that whole COVID madness, then we could do the following. We would first find out our starting point. So we would weigh ourselves. We would track our calories and macronutrients with an app like MyFitnessPal or something to see what we are eating on a regular basis. We would go for a run and see how far we could come in a half hour. We could try how many push-ups we can do, and so on and so on. I think you get the gist. Then we create a vision of our perfect self connected to emotions. Next, we would then create goals that are achievable, like going to the gym 3 times a week, for example, or I don't know, going for a run once a week. So tracking with an app what you eat on a regular basis, and also set yourselves calorie goals that you want to achieve each day or that you don't want to violate. Then we identify one-time tasks that need to be done, like for example making a gym membership, buying sports clothes, those kind of things. And we put them on a Kanban board to make them visible. Then we reflect on the habits that we already have that are related to health and fitness, like for example eating chips in front of the TV in the evenings. Write them down and try to come up with better ones that we can easily replace them with. So for example, by replacing the chips with, I don't know, vegetables or something. Further, we create other habits that lead us towards our goals. For example, preparing our sports bag the evening before and then going to the gym before work even, that we have this one already done and prioritized. So if you want to change something, we need to make it visible first. The current status, goals and vision, work, progress and habits. It's always easier to just close your eyes and proceed as before, but if you want to change stuff, you need to take action. Making it visible means you become aware of things, good and bad. It will motivate you and guide you towards becoming the person you want to be. If you like this video and you want to build up a consistent routine and the right habits to reach your language learning goals, then probably my goal review of 2021 is something for you. Please let me know if you have maybe already used this principle in your life or if you plan it going forward. Also, make sure to leave me a like and a subscription to the channel, and to not miss anything going forward, click on the notification bell. Thanks for watching and see you the next time.